hints and tips as I find them out. I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were on about means talking about clutters, and sometimes I feel like you could make your own clutter here, but I like to add to what's already there. So there we have like a grass painted texture, and with it becomes its own clutter. So if I'm making something, if I want to change that up, let's say that's near a house where you'd have domestic plants and weeds that have self-seeded. I mean, it could be in that grass, this grass. We'll go with this grass for now. So I like to do, if you make a new polyline, I believe they've got to I'll move it to there, just delete that one for now. So there we have that polyline. I'll just put it in, well, I'll just create a new layer. Create a layer, let's call it clutters. Then we'll drag out that line there into clutters. I should have done it on there further down, but it doesn't matter for what we're on. So what I do, you can right click those and override or inherit and change it up. So I've made one just for this video here. I made it from a bushland. If I double click that, then edit prefab, I'll click yes there. So ordinarily, back into the edit bit here, this would be made up of trees and woodland and that. I've called it weedland. So this is my inherited version. I can't remember if it's override you want to do, so you can delete a lot of these and rename them better. So it comes with pre-labeled entities in your clusters here. So I changed these out for like weeds and plants, Acamelia mollis, nettles, the Artemisia and stuff like that. Then what I do when I go to an area where I think it just needs smartening up a bit, or needs some man or person influence, like I said, let's say there's a house there and inevitably you'll get self-seeding weeds, just for an example without boring the shit out of you. So we drag that one now onto there. You see it introduces an element of, I'll just save that and press play, of the weeds that generator has brought in. It's like if you want to have an area that, can you hear the noise? If you've made a mission, you want to add an extra element of awareness or make people slow down a bit. Marching through it, yeah. So make your own generators, really. My advice is bring that in a bit. And obviously when you create your own thing, you can mess about with how much is generated. Yeah, so you can see in there there's plenty of weed. I've obviously left that in somewhere. Why wouldn't you? It's a neat little bit of birch. Yeah, so there you go. That's how to just jazz up your little areas of clutter. How many of them you would want on a map, I don't know. They're not drawn as clutters. I would assume it is like anything else, streamed from the hard drive, but look, can you see how they're lasting just that lot longer? So be aware of that. Next we'll look at actual clutters and paints maybe. I'm sure it's just a config that, much like I've just done with the generator there. Shall we just mess min scale, max scale, so you can mess with them quite a bit. Spot distance, random pitch angle, and roll, minimum radius, maximum radius. You can change your names there. But I think it's just that I've inherited, I think, or rather than overridden, or I've overridden. It's see if I try and let's have a look. If I go back into the map, I think does that allow? Yeah. I don't think I can override that one again, can I? Right, let's find the original. Prefabs, the generator. So I'll just go with that one there. If we go with the override, it keeps the same thing, doesn't it? So if I add that to it, that's what it originally was. Just take that out again. Let me just see if I can do anything. Edit the prefab, so we can edit it, certainly. And we can perhaps look at clusters 11. So you can't reduce the number of clusters for whatever reason. You can, or the object. So yeah, so don't go that way about it. Let's have another look. Where are we? Bushland. And mine again. Probably the config we need to override, to be fair. Bushland E dense bushland. So duplicate, inherit. We've already overridden it. Change its name there to reads or something. We'll see what we get from that if we can mess with it even more. Oh, yeah. So duplicate there, you can get rid of a few of those. 3, 2. So you can add your own and mess with them to your heart's content. So that's the way to go about it if you need to give it some. Let me just save that at the minute there. See what that should just give us stones. Add a few stones to that, can't we? Bushland weeds. Yeah, so that's just adding 1 or 2 stones. Get rid of that a minute. Go back to editing it. Go down. Yeah, we can even rename that to what shall we call it? Nettles, shall we? Nettles. Small forest generator cluster object. I'm going to leave that ID 01, stone 01. Name metal 01. Minimum scale. Oh, we can max them up. They can get quite large then. Take that out of the way. Rocks, vegetarian. Dirty shit. There. So nettle 01, blah blah blah. That's the min max of that. Save that. Stone 2, 6. Put another weed in there. Let's put some artemisia in or something. Come on, man. This part of the artemisia there. Put a bit of that in. 0.62 seems fair enough, doesn't it? Rename. Artemisia. Stone free. Shall we put a little bit of plants, Acamelia mollis, Acamelia mellifolium, Achillea. Everybody knows that one. Right now it'll be woody with little bits of spent. Just wondering if I can copy that. Why? Makes life easier, doesn't it? Whee. And this last one here, I think it is for this generator. Vegetation, plants, a bit of the old vulgari, common echium. Copy him there. We won't call it common R1, we'll call it echium R1. We'll save that off now. Bushland weeds, go back to our little tester in, put that one in. Is that it there, isn't it? And if you keep piling them on, they go in the same place, do you think? Delete that. Yeah, it's like they go in the same place because I couldn't see any more, could you? Anyway, there they are. And then you can create them to your heart's content. Very nice indeed, Mr. Shadrach. You've got a nice little patch there. Like I say, if you had a house here, it wouldn't look stupid. So we have a look at a house. I've got a base there. I always pick the base up. There you have. Little house on the prairie. Look out, shed. It's been there that long. Shrunk into the say, sunny. And, makes a nice little picket fence around it, which we'll get into at some point. The old splines. Yeah, around the back, like I say, human intervention. Used to be a keen gardening woman. She died of old age. But not before the plants seeded themselves. Anyway, that went on far too long. I hope you got something from that. Bye bye for now.